If you ever wanted to remember how to raise your frequency at any given moment, then follow these steps I'm going to give you today. At a foundation, what you must understand about raising frequency is you must release yourself from the perspective of expectation, for expectation is what brings forth limitations in our lives. Peace unto you. My name is Nadiie, and today is all about raising your frequency. See, anchor the fact that limitless energy is source energy, for that is the truth. There is no one possible right answer for anything in your life. If that was the case, then any master that has ever made it within spirituality, within any form of existence, would have had the same pathway, the same steps, and in every religion and every textbook, someone would be presented in such a way that is extremely similar, if not the same, throughout the history of this planet. That is simply not the case. Why? Because Source operates in a limitless way. So don't think there's only one thing you must do, two things, or even three things you must do to change your life completely. Source has an infinite number of ways to align you with that which is your own abundance, the realization that you are one with all that is. To shift, raise, and maintain your frequency, you must know that once expectation is released, you need not thoughts. You do not need your mind. You have to get comfortable with purely operating out of intuition. Well, what is intuition, Nadiie? Some people believe intuition is just their gut. Well, you essentially have three minds. Your gut, which is directly associated with your past. So if you have a gut feeling about something, two things are becoming present in your life at that very moment that you're, realizing that you're having a gut feeling. The first one is you've been through this before. The second one is what most people feel like. This feels like something I've been through before. You see the big difference. This is something I've been through before, and this feels like I've been through this before. Most of the people on this planet, most of the people in density only feel like they're going through certain things, so they won't really push past and enter the door into the next step of their life, because the unknown just feels too familiar in some way. The reason why we feel like we've been through many situations in our life, even though we actually haven't, is the way our minds work and our subconscious minds work. If you do not do any inner work, once you go and step into the unknown reality, then your subconscious mind, to make itself as comfortable as possible, will relate anything it is seeing with the two eyes, sometimes the mind's eye, to anything you've already experienced, so you can kind of grasp some form of definition. But the point of being in the unknown is to be in the unknown. It's not to know. Your consciousness is what got you to the position where you feel like you have to venture out and seek abundance. Why would you then rely on that same consciousness to save you? It doesn't make sense logically. Just like Albert Einstein said, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. It won't work. So you need something else. You can't rely on your mind. The masters need not thoughts, need not their mind completely. Operate purely off of intuition. Now, we understand, don't even trust the gut. The gut is in accordance with the past. You move up a layer, your heart. Your heart is the intuition that is directly associated with the now. You must be aligned with your heart, not to just be in line with love, but understanding that it's about being present. Your heart is about being present. Some people say they love foolishly. Why? Because if they think too much in whatever situation they're in, whatever relationship or partnership they're in, The mind will start racing, their gut will start flaring up. I've seen this, I've done this, I've been through this. And then you have your mind intuition. The mind intuition is directly associated with the future. So a lot of spirit-based gifts that rely on moving throughout time, the ones that actually embrace these gifts and know how to use them, they use their mind, not their mind's eye. There's two separate minds. You have your mind, and then you have what some call the God mind. We tap into the God mind, but you need not the mind completely. Just operate purely out of the heart. The heart is what's going to guide you to shifting your frequency. Now that we have a base level foundation on what intuition is, to purely operate out of intuition, wake up in your day. You're in your bed. Do not move. When you wake up out of your sleep, don't immediately get up out of your bed. Stay laid down and simply put the intention in your mind to remember what your dream was. It may not happen instantaneously. You may start getting epiphanies about what you dreamt when you start your day, go on, get your cup of coffee or whatever you do in your daily routine. You always set that intention, and you always leave your body, your mind, and your soul room to even process what just happened. Sometimes people get too caught up in their daily activities, in their routines, to where they don't process what just happened in the dream state. The dream state is extremely important because the dream state is what basically filters out the muck in our life, and it's like a great filter. So if we didn't have that dream state energy, we would basically have a non-stable frequency consistently, because you see and witness a lot of things, especially nowadays on social media. You'll see fights, you'll see yelling, you'll see what they call ratchetness, you'll see low-level behavior, dense behavior constantly. You need a way to filter that. That's what the dreams are for. So pay attention, because they give you messages, and also guides can speak to you through your dreams. Once you have that foundation, as you get up, throughout the movement process, you set an intention in your mind to allow yourself to be your full expression. However that comes to you, use it. It can be a statement of, Source, guide me to becoming that which is my full expression. And so it is. You say these type of statements during movement, because everything is symbolic. Now, as you reach the peak of your movement processes, so you're fully standing up and you're starting to walk throughout the house, think about what your intention is. Hold on to that thought, and then simply let it whisper away. When you think about what your full expression looks like, do not, I repeat, do not have any expectation, or don't have any images come in your mind. Don't imagine what it looks like. Don't bring forth any steps. Do not try to align yourself with, oh, I must do this, I must do that, I must do this, I must do that in order to reach what I feel like is going to be serving me. That is not how frequency works. For the moment you expect something, then it's instantly going to limit it. You literally just have to, well, I thought about it, that my intention is there, I let it whisper away, whatever happens, happens. Okay? Now it's all about your own deeds. Take the baby steps forward in making your life a more stable life. So if you have a perspective that isn't aligned with good health, eat an apple. If you have a perspective that isn't aligned with constantly having peace in your life, well, maybe you should stop arguing with people, or stop looking at social media feeds that is full of a whole lot of dense activity. You do these steps and your frequency will rise, because it's a becoming process, not a doing process. If you are interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, click that link in the bio. And if you're interested in joining our mystery school, also click the link in the bio, but DM me first and I'll give you our free 3-day course, because if you aren't willing to implement at least 3 days with God, why are you trying to join a mystery school? With that, we say welcome home.